Ravens.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Second, bro. You got it. Take your time, man. I'm off today. Ain't got nothing to do. Play some Madden, bro. Oh, you smoking too? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yes, sir. Put you here. Okay.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with 4 opportunity. And they scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him hasn't been a priority because you can't move him to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. On play action, Prescott. On the RPO, they keep it himself.
Oh, my God.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A lot loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
To it now after the made field goal. Here's Moon to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off their points for themselves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go again with Blue. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Travis Jones makes the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
No.
As he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Well, they go back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw is Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. I caught it right at the line of scrimmage before he could even think about advancing it forward. He got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Preston. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Aubrey good for the team. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Another noted offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And it's a pretty good return here to get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at that, Jones' defense, they were pretty frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about the rules in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run forward blue. And he will not only
Y'all
not
can't
get the
throw
yard
that.
he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson for the shotgun. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long from Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. A slant route caught by Bateman. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good for 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We're going to find out. There's Prescott.
Ah, he got pumped.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, come on. You change it.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. First down at the 28.
No, we changed it. Hey. What are we doing? What is it?
Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that ball where he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right down the middle. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. is ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he brings us out past the 22-24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably let a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field fever there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, come on.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. A big seam and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for
They'll try to run it on Boone. And he's not going to get it. It's a try for 2 points up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field and not run sidelines to run folks around. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to go.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly and add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Throwing. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, probably they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run the routes.
And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football on open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll start the run by Mitchell. There he goes, right side. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 87 yards.
Everything clicking for you. Everything's clicking. I don't know what the hell that fucking pass I do, man. God damn.
And that one makes us a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like we've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation where they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he'll take this and run.
Oh my God, man. Come on, man. You got to get this right.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track.
Open wide, open.
Completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
He's got his touchdown. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Prescott now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall, and they come through, forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get on the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott is going to change things up here. Nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Desperation time. Prescott on through. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you shake your hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving them that. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get carries, take care of the ball on the way out. This has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and they're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever. Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest. And there he goes.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CD Lamb. with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter. After that one, CD, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and depth out.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
22. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given looking at the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to move forward.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, partner, because in the old days, people would they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw to the right side into the hands of Flowers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so
I
either.
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Savannah. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you throw a ball like that, trying to throw someone early into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game has had no shortage of offense. It's able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of bringing things up, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing in the league.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback off this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses.